Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Please give me a one if you can hear me and see me well. Excuse me. Thank you, beloved. Thank you for being here once again. Forgive me for my tardiness and forgive me for my voice. Seems I have this cold and non cold. I've been working too much in the cold out there, and it kind of messing up with my immune system. However, I feel great. I feel good. I'm not sick at all. It's just sometimes there's a little mucus and all that, but I'm doing all right. Beloved, oh, today is our day third, the day three, right? Day three. Today is day three of our fast. Oh boy. Today is day three of our fast. We are going to keep it moving and fasting and praying for the mighty one. And we have 37 more to go. Beloved, it is always good to do this fast on the behalf of the nation. You do it for the nation, you do it for you do it for the others that can't do it. Okay. So we have to do this. For those of you that are at home, at work, and some of you are in the hospital, thank you for lending us your strength because some of us, we need that strength. We need it. Not because we are weak, though. It's just, it is always good to have someone else with you in this battle. Beloved, there's a lot going on, there's a lot happening. This morning, I believe I just finished Esau's Trouble video. It will be available today at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And once we finish the lesson for tonight, we will be able to go into the Esau's Trouble. And there's great things in there, a lot of beautiful messages, a lot of beautiful things in there. And I will highly recommend our people to watch it, whether the live or the replay. Okay, we need to do this. And which one of you that had done your 5,000, well, your at least your 25,000, your 2,500 steps? Did you take your blood pressure today, this morning when you woke up? Did some of you already did your 2,500 step? That is good. There's a lot of hell going on in California, Southern California. Plague number six, hailstones were falling. We have a video coming. 15,000 step today. Wow, that's a lot. Thank you, Sister Caroline. That's a lot. The most I took in the morning was 10,000. I can't do 15,000. That is good. That is good. Blood pressure 116 over 67. That's like prime right there. That's like supreme, beautiful. That's you want to keep it that way. Don't let things, petty things, get in your way, man. Get rid of those things. Okay, 2,900 so far. Get at least 2,500 steps. I have not do my step today yet. I just wake up and I did a few stuff. So maybe later on I will go ahead and strive for my 2,500 at least. I try to take 5,000 to 10,000 step. The minimum I took a day is 5,000 step. I am somewhere around 232,000 step. I have 700,080 or 800,000 step to take. It should take us. If we keep it like this, And 90 days we should be completed with that 1 million step. And 90 days, and as well, to put it this way, let's say 4 months. In 4 months we should be able to finish with this 4,000 step and 1 million step in 4 months, if we keep it that way. And we're going to keep it that way. That is good, beloved. That is good. It show your commitment. It show your seriousness, so to speak. Now, beloved, we have a fair amount of people with us. Let us begin the prayer. I will ask that you devoted your greatest attention to this part, because we're going to pray. Let me put my phone on, put it on silent, will be better. Put it on silent, and then let us begin, beloved. Let us raise our voice, let us raise our heart, let us uncover our heart and pray for thanksgiving, mercy, and the blessing to come back. As we talked about before, Pluto is indeed in the midst, and we are going to pray for the switch, for the first to be last, and the excuse me, and the last to be first, for the head to becoming the tail. All right, beloved, let us begin. Great glory to the mighty one. All praises to the Most High. Heavenly Father, we are gathering here today with great conviction. We are gathering today in unity of love, compassion, and respect. We come before you, Father, to give, to release our pain, our sins before you. We know in this life you are the only thing we can cling on to. The situation of the world is deteriorating. The financial system and economic aspect of this world is deplorable. We cling unto you for all the blessing and above all the curses. We take the good and the bad. We take the light and the darkness. We had indeed served our 400 years of Jacob's trouble. We have indeed served all our punishment. Thank you for releasing us. We are here to ask you, Father, to use this Plutonian energy to make the big switch. The head shall become the tail, and the tail shall become the head. The first is last, and the last is first. Our people were always at the bottom, as the entire world witnessed that. We are a forgotten people, and abused people, and neglected people. But now you put the and turn your face towards us. We are grateful. Heavenly Father, we are grateful for you not to utterly and totally destroying us. We are grateful for giving us our Mother, the Holy Spirit, to keep watch over us, to be in the midst of us and show us and guide us. We thank you for that. In the midst of all this chaos, we can only rely on our power, and our power is you. Heavenly Father, we do ask you to restore the land unto us, to remove those who are not worthy of our land, to remove those who are not supposed to be here of our land, and return the land unto our people promptly and properly. Heavenly One, we are not rushing you, nor we are not telling you what to do. All we can ask is to return the blessing. We are tired. We are exhausted. We are at the end. We are tired of those people in power. We are tired of the violence. We are tired of the lies. We are tired of them destroying this beautiful earth. We are tired of them throwing the entire universe out of equilibrium. We are tired of the lies. Is always lies upon lies Everything is lies. That's all those people been doing. We're tired of their abuse. We are tired, above all, again, about the bold-faced lies. We want those people off our land and off our planet, off our reality forever and ever. Heavenly Father, we are holding on unto you and your power. We are holding on unto your words and blessing. That's the only thing we can do. We can't go back and pretend none of those things are not happening. We can't go back and pretend that we are not the true children. We can't go back and pretend that there's nothing going on out there. The only thing we can do is push forward. Although this may be able to heal some of us, but we are willing to die for the truth better than to live for the lies. It is always good to speak the truth, and the truth, yes, indeed, we are the original children of the Bible, the star seed, the original Atlantean that become Hebrews and become Israelites, become black, Negroes, whatever you want to put it. We ask you, mighty one, to keep an eye on us and keep us safe. Although we see the situation around the world, although we see the weather behavior, the peculiar behavior of the people, the distraction, the action, and the reaction. Almighty One, as Pluto in the mist, and the great eclipse is coming, by the holy name of the great T, we seal the demise of our enemy, and we unleash and release the blessing upon our people. Bring the abundance of peace upon us, the abundance of wealth, the abundance of health, the abundance of love in the midst of our people. It is within those words we make our imploration and we say, thank you. May your name be blessed. Selah. So be it. To the earthly mother, the Holy Spirit, we love you so much. Although we've been bad children, although we had disrespected the Father, you, the angels, ourselves, and everyone around us, we have learned our lesson. Yes, indeed, Jacob's trouble taught us our lesson. We say thank you for watching over us. Thank you for continuing watching and giving unto us. Without you, we wouldn't be able to navigate the obstacles of life and decipher the knowledge, the wisdom in the books, the movies, the news, the media, the cartoons, the animations, the animes, and everything around us. Thank you for being a great mother unto us. We love you and we want you to keep watching over us and guiding us towards the light as usual. Provide unto us the earthly angels, all the four elements providing unto us, and keep us safe and line and move forward. Selah, so be it. To all the angels, all our guardian angels, all our guide that are watching over us and guiding us and providing unto us and protecting us, we say thank you for always being there for us since birth. Thank you for bonding with us. To all the archangels, all the angels, we say thank you for doing a great job protecting us and above all destroying our enemies. Get those people off our land by any means necessary. By all means necessary. We don't want them here on our fourth part, third part, second, and first part. We want them to be completely removed from this reality so we may have peace and enjoy each other and enjoy the blessing. Selah, so be it. To the four elements fire, water, air, and the earth, to the salamanders, the undines, the sylph, and the gnomes, we say thank you. Thank you for keeping all the four elements in harmony. Thank you for being around us. Thank you for protecting us, whether the seen and the unseen, the visible and invisible forces. Thank you for being here for us. Selah, so be it. By the great and holy power, the mighty one vested in me, I leave you in peace. Go in peace, beloved brothers and sisters. Keep the fast holy, keep the fast moving. The mighty one is here, he is listening to us. We are safe, we are protected. There is nothing for us to fear. Yes, a lot of you are tired. We are all tired. But we must keep the vibration high. We must keep the frequency high. Selah, so be it. Let us move with our agenda. We have a dream for our beloved sister Zita. We will share it in the later part of this program. In the meantime, let us just check with the nation. Let us just check with the nation and see what's going on with the events. Excuse me. Check some of the messages. I haven't checked my stuff yet. All right. Good. Beloved, yes, we had talk. A lot of you have taken your steps concerning your 1 million step for the year. We are moving forward, and some of you have taken your blood pressure and make sure everything is normal and try to avoid the sugar. Now, when I say avoid the sugar, we mean avoid the processed sugar and the white sugar. Certain things you're going to eat, it's supposed to have sugar in it, that's fine. Natural sugar is fine. You can eat fruits or whatever, they have sugar in it. Believe it or not, all the fruits, they have sugar and salt in it. You can eat them because it's natural unto that. But besides consuming cereals and all the other sugary stuff, you would want to avoid that, Bridget. You won't want to avoid it, okay? Now, and the next thing is for the one that are following with the $5 journey. It is quite important for us to do this and starve the system. One thing we doing the $5 journey is for us to always have a little something there for us to taking care of things. We don't care about if the system go up or go down. For us, it's always been down. It was always like this. Rent was always expensive. Food was always expensive. Our job was always hard. So this thing that people are suffering right now is just that's like our daily life. We really don't care. And again, beloved, avoid stress as much as you can because our life is the definition of stress. Okay. All right. So we, excuse me, I'm receiving a couple text messages and email. We will share the dream. We'll share the dream with the nation. Mm. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Now, now, beloved, our beloved sister Zita had shared a dream unto us, and we would like to share it with the nation. I will play this. I will play the dream, and once you start hearing it, please give us a one. So, because sometimes this thing play, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, we will do our best to play it. Once you start hearing it, you can give us a one and a comment board. Okay.
Great day, Brother Levi. I just want to share a quick dream. First night of the fast, I was dreaming where I was in a house, and outside there was a vine. It was a continuous vine, and it had buds like a flower before it opens and blooms that were the size of 4 to 6 inches wide. It had smaller vines. The actual vine was about an inch thick. It was thick. Outside of that vine, there were smaller vines that had like little hairs on them, like little white opaque hairs. What they were doing was they were just going through searching for people. So you had 2/3 in the street, you had 83 in the street, and if the vine touched you, it would wrap you up and secure you so you couldn't move. You basically would die right there in the spot from starvation, etc. And I remember telling my daughter, let's go, we gotta go, we gotta go. It's like an invasion. And I grabbed our documents, and before I could get to the door, the vines had burst through the walls. That's how strong they were. And two of the buds, I'm sorry, rose up about 4 feet away from me. They didn't have eyes or anything like that, but it's like they can sense the person there. One of the small vines reached out with the hairs and touched my right arm. It stayed on me for like 5 seconds, and I tried to pull away, and then all of a sudden it released me. So I woke up this morning and I asked the Father, what was that? And he said, he reminded me of the scripture that says, I am the branch, I'm sorry, I am the vine, you are the branches. And he gave me the download that people are being searched out based on, for lack of better words, their DNA. The true, the true called, the true Israelites, the true people of the Most High, they were being released because it released me. And everybody else that wasn't was being wrapped up and they couldn't move. The next part of the dream was I was in this new place, this new house, and I had a storage room that looked like a storage bay, like one of those big bays, that warehouse bays, but that was a part of my house. And inside of it was filled with supplies, with machinery, anything you could ever want. Like I would never have to go to the store again to shop. That was the abundance, that was the aftermath. So I pray that this makes sense to someone. I pray that this encourages the nation to stay steadfast.
That was our beloved sister, Sister Zita, and excuse me. That was our beloved sister, the dream. Now, beloved sister Zita with her dream. Now, for every one of you that are listening, for those of you that have ears, let it hear. For those of you that have comprehension, let it understand. This is not something we have. Oh, Big Levi, can you break it down for us? No, we are well aware what this dream mean. These things, it's out there, and we know we are being searched or being seek out by our true DNA, and the mighty one is taking the one that are not us and remove the confusion. What else need to be said here? John 15, second, every branch in me that beareth not fruit, the taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth, that he may bring forth more fruit. John 15, verse 5. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and in him, he same the bringeth for much fruit. For without me, ye can do nothing. Without the Holy One, you can do nothing. That's why we put all our faith in it. Of course, beloved, a lot of people will go out there and say, hey, Big Levi, science is everything. God doesn't exist. We are this and we are that. That's your belief and your prerogative, sir. But we are clinging onto the mighty one for our lives. Because at this point right now, there's nothing else one can do but to clinging onto the Holy One. Yes, beloved, the phone line is of course open. Let us share the phone number. Let me see if we can get it here. Let us share the phone number. Once you can see this, please give us a one. Okay. Today is our third day, okay? Uh, yes, Sister Woman Black at Big Levi. The planes are just dropping off the sky. The ESOS trouble is going to be 90% of that. The ESOS trouble for tonight going to be 90% of that. You'll be surprised what you're going to see and the messages that's going on. Of course, people going, they're not gonna say what's going on. They're just acting like they don't know what's going on. They're just acting like, oh, all those experienced pilots, they were stupid. They were drunk, or they have, oh, those pilots, he suffered for some medical emergency, he suffered for some medical stuff. No, it's not. That's not what that is. But well, Big Levi, you have to understand, it's because those guys been party with Jabba Jah and hang out with Jabba the Hutt. No, that's not what that is. Like the sister said, we are being snatched by this vine. There's this invisible spiritual vine that going around and tap into people, checking them. We talk about this in the video. We told people every single time there's a heat wave, a lot of people going to be no more. But most importantly, okay, we have a call here. Whoops. Shalom, beloved. What you got for the nation?
Shalom, beloved brother, and shalom, family. I wanted to share specifically just me noticing how different this fast has been. I'm not sure if anyone else has noticed, but I did participate in the last few fasts that we've had. And this one in particular just hits a little different. I started noticing a huge influx of energy as the fast started, and it hasn't left since it started. And I know we're just on the third day, but it seems like every day I wake up with more strength than I did before. And I know that we're sacrificing our energy, our food intake. And for some reason, that has benefited me in ways that I never really noticed before when I did the last few fasts. And also the things that I'm growing at my house, the plants, the food, and other special things that I have in my home are growing at a much more rapid pace than I've noticed. I started them, and all of a sudden, once the fast started, it's just like they doubled in size, and they just keep growing and growing and growing, and it's just amazing to me. And after overhearing the Gentiles out in where I live at, they're all complaining. They're all they're all in awe about how fast the companies around me are closing. There's so many companies that have been here in the town where I live, in the town that neighbors ours. They're closed after like 100 years being in business, and this state is known for its tobacco production, and cotton production. There's a huge cotton field that's being sold for super cheap now, and they're getting rid of it. Farmers can't upkeep them anymore, which is amazing. It's great glory to the Most High for that. And I just wanted to share that with you and the family.
Thank you, beloved sister. Thank you so much. We will elaborate on that in just a moment. Shalom.
All right, shalom.
Once again, beloved, the phone line is open, and you can go ahead and share. Like yesterday, the beloved sister called about the medical centers of closing, firing, and letting people go. This thing is no joke, okay? This is no joke. It is real. And the energy is off the chart. A lot of people are energized, and we are going around. We are doing things. We are listen, the more that you are doing concerning this work, you will receive more and better energy. You will feel better. All right. There are petty things. There are petty things that will happen. Just don't mind them. Keep it moving and do the best that you can do. All right. Use this energy as a positive way. All right. Don't use it so you can let another one draw it from you. So you can let another one suck it from you. Okay. Use it to do the good and the best thing. We have another sister calling over there.
The good and the best.
Beloved,
I have another sister. Shalom, beloved. How is
okay,
everyone today?
everything is good. What you got for the nation?
Whew. These Gentiles out here, when I tell you, especially my manager, everything's been hitting this lady in her life back to back to back, just how it does to us. I have patients that come into my job and they're complaining about their lives, their spouses, everything. These people's houses are falling apart. Their marriages are falling apart. Their cars are falling apart. Their children are doing this, that, some of the third. The hospital system over here is having issues. Insurance companies are over here having issues. It's just a lot. Like it's literally, it's going down. That's all I can say. It's going down. The Most High is truly moving in our favor. They're going down and we are going up.
That is the truth. And again, beloved, a lot of people think we are doing this for clout. We are not. The news tell you the same. The people see it going around. A lot of complaining. You go to TikTok, a lot of complaining. You go to
Mm.
Instagram, a lot of complaining. People, those Gentiles are complaining. But the thing is, a lot of our people are joining onto them and complain with them. Oh, well, I miss this, I miss that. I'm like, yo, listen, man, whatever happened to you people is for you people. We've been having things happen to us. It is time
Yeah.
now for our people to take advantage and then you rise themselves up while those people are falling because both it's a balance. Okay, in order for this balance to reach equilibrium, whoever was at the bottom need to go up, and then the one that was up to go at the bottom, and then after that it will have equilibrium. If those people are going down, we are going up. Okay, thank you, beloved, for sharing with us. Okay,
Anytime. Shalom, family.
shalom. Oh, there we go. So yes, beloved, we have to keep our vibration high. Again, one of the main reason why this thing is happening, it's not because the so-called the elite are sending vibration and destroying those managers and destroying those people, those folks that are in high places and high position. It's not, they are not doing this. And the Esau's trouble, it'll blow your mind and see what was going on. You see the message. It will just make sense to you. It will make sense to you, but the others, it won't. It won't make sense to them. Let me just have this saying that right here. It will make sense to us, and it will not make sense to them. Why? The reason why it makes sense to us because the Holy Spirit is in the midst of us. We can see things other people can't. When was the last time, brethren, before 2019, so called Gentiles were online talking about how expensive the rent was? So you mean to tell me in 2019 the food was not expensive, the rent was not expensive? When was the last time your manager come complaining about their spouses when you were working? When was the last time they come onto you and pour their issue upon you? Like, why are you telling me those things? Like I said before, 2, 3 years ago, when I went to the doctor, and this doctor just sit there and start talking, letting me know. Why is she telling me those things? Why is she coming over there and then telling me all those stuff about her family, her friend? I'm like, yo, I made a Esau's trouble about your friend that got hit on the bike and died. That was terrible. That was a terrible thing. But it did. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what are the coincidence? Suddenly those people are looking for a shoulder to cry. They are looking for a chest to lay their head. They are looking for someone to confine into. Is that what that is? Is that what the words, those people are coming like, hey man, first they begin with, oh, things are tough out there because they know you will agree things always been tough for you. And your proper answer is like, yeah, things are very bad, very tough, a lot of terrible things going on. Oh, I gotta tell you, man. My son, my son, he unfortunately got with the bad crowd and he OD'd, he did this and stuff. Or I got a WhatsApp call. Usually WhatsApp won't work, but let's see what's going on here. Shalom, beloved.
Um, Hello, Big Levi.
Shalom.
My name is Sabrina, and I'm from Ireland, calling from Ireland.
Yes, beloved. Thank you for calling from Ireland. I thought that was the UK. I thought that was England or London. But what you got for the nation?
Yes, so I just wanted to share a testimony, and just I feel like God placed it on my heart to share. Um, so my background is quite mixed. It's got Ethiopian, Nigerian, Brazilian. But I really believe that God brought me here to show that Ireland is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. It really is. And it is a very evil, wicked place. And I don't know if you know much about like the studies from Ireland. I would watch a lot of Big Judah's videos on Ireland, but
Yes.
here in Ireland, all the men are all homosexual. Every single one of them.
Hey, it's the truth. It's the truth.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking, and it's to the point like not just the white people, but the black, all of them, every single one of them. Um, all the women want to be men. If you go into the business places, they're the ones that are running everything. They run completely everything. They run all the shops, they run all the businesses, they run all the main things. It's run by all of them. The place is just a very wicked, sinister place. And that's why I'm just praying to God to just deliver me from this place. It's an evil place. And what I wanted to share was that I had a dream, maybe like in a previous fast I did, and I saw the whole city on fire. And like it was just burning with fire. And it was like God led me to the verse where I saw in the verse it was like the sins like have reached to heaven, that God's going to burn down this city, for great are its sins. And um, I don't know if you know much about like the spiritual side of Ireland, but I do believe that Ireland was previously one of the holy cities that has been taken over by the Gentiles. And I think that I don't know if you know about, there's this place in Ireland called Newgrange, the solace where I don't know, I don't really know too much about that side, but I think Big Judah has a good few videos on it. But Ireland is a very, like, to me, it's one of the holy cities that our people were once on, but I think we were excavated from the place due to our sins, and it was taken over by the Gentiles. But I think the place is just so far gone and so far bad that God is going to completely burn it, along with places like America, all the holy cities, because they like to make us believe that Israel is this one small country. It's not a one small country. Israel, like, if you think about Israel, the one city is one country. So for me, like, one whole country could be Jerusalem, another whole country could be Judea, and so forth and so on. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to share that testimony with you. I feel God put, sorry, I say God a lot because I was raised in the Christian Anglo,
That's all
you
right.
know, space, but I'm referring to the Most High, that God's judgment is upon this place. And I feel like it's my job to sound and to share that so that, others can come in agreement, because I really want to see Israel restored back to its glory. So the wicked needs to be judged. But yeah, that's my that's my testimony and my sharings.
Thank you, beloved. We will elaborate on that. Shalom.
Thank you.
Please text me your name and a photo so I can save it on the WhatsApp. Okay.
Of course, I will.
All right. Now, beloved, let's elaborate a little bit on what the sister just tell us. I couldn't put it any other way. Okay. All the cities and the countries, they were holy cities, holy places when we were there, when we were in control, when we were in power. The moment those people took over, they transform it into their stuff. Daniel give Daniel give King Nebuchadnezzar a holy, the most holiest form of government called the Babylonian system. What did they do with the Babylonian system? They perverted it. They turned this thing into the worst form of system out there, and then they spread it around the world. Like a sister in the comment board said, the entire world is Sodom and Gomorrah because those people are everywhere. They are destroying everything. Now to Island. When the sister said most of the men, if not all of them, are cowboys and the women are cowgirls, she's not making that up. And I'll tell you why. Some years ago, doing my studies, I noticed something very early on. I noticed there was a word called conditioning. What is conditioning, brethren? See, if you come up as a man to another man, whether they were Gentiles or one of our folk, and then you tell this man, let's lie down as if you were lying down with another woman and do what was natural and beautiful in the eye of the Holy One, he won't. He won't. Now you're going to have to train this man. You're going to have to condition him. You're going to have to feed him a little bit, put a little seed over there, trailing him until he get. How do they condition those men? The way they condition those men is with women. How? People, there's a big difference, okay? There's a big difference between a man and a woman. When a man lie with a woman in the natural way and the baking process is beautiful, it's good in the eyes of the Holy One, that is good. However, when a man lie with this woman and this man entering the woman not through the front door, but use a battery ram and battered his way into the back door, that's conditioning. And when you keep doing this, it's become natural unto you. Now, when you encounter a man that a transformer, a beautiful transformer that actually look like a woman, but still got the same tools that you have. When you meet this transformer, both of you, there's 6 legs and count. He has 3, you have 3. But you are conditioning to do those things. It's pretty much the same hole, the same kind of excrement is coming out of both. There's no different. Take the matter from a man, matter from a woman, put them side to side. You can't make the difference. And if you ask me which one of those fecal matter is the man, is the woman, it's pretty much the same thing. That's how they're conditioning our men. They're conditioning a lot of them through those, not the movies, but the type of movies you have to go look for in certain websites. It's all they've been doing. Copophobia. Please, somebody, you know what? I got YouTube. Okay, let me show you. I got YouTube. Let's go a little bit on YouTube there and share a little bit with the people. Hopefully, they can see this. We talk about this, brethren. Okay. Oh wait, really? Oh, here we go. We talk about conditioning. Okay. Coprophagia is the practice of eating stool, feces. Coprophagia is the practice of eating stool, feces, fecal matter. There is nothing more disgusting to a dog owner than seeing their dog eat his own or another dog's stool, and then to have the dog sort up, tail wagging, looking, or a kiss a few kinds of word. Okay? Coprophagia is the practice of eating fecal matter. I'm very serious. A lot of those, the moment you, as a man, you're a cowboy, you are a coprophobic person. Coprophobic. You got those men out there. Ever since, I noticed that a very long time ago when I was addicted to this online stuff. I have a whole YouTube channel about it. I discussed the whole addiction, how I got out of it. I noticed like they put a man and a woman together. It's not the natural stuff. Everything is disgusting. And there was a guy that was behind this thing. Well, they don't call it eating poop. They call it rimming, rim job. You see, the anus, the rectum can never be clean. No matter how clean you clean it, it can never. Well, you got to understand, he cleaned it is off. There's nothing in there. You can't, because it was made like this. There's a reason there's a huge distance between your mouth and your rectum or your anus. They are far behind. It should not go there or and any other person and eat it. But it's the nerve ending, Big Levi. It's like the pleasure, when you're doing it for this man, he feel pleasure, or when this man, no, 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 conditioning. See, this is called presenting. This is a present stuff. This is a present thing. They put it in the movie or those film industry. And everything that you're watching now, there is rimming in it. There is no, you would have thought when they put two cowgirl together, you would have thought they would have do cowgirl stuff. No, it's just turned out to be coprophagic. Conditioning. Oh, sorry, we have a sister calling. Let me put the sister on hold. Beloved, let us put you on hold for a moment, okay?
Okay.
All right. Conditioning. And a lot of those people take this behavior as something that is normal. When you watch it, it become normal unto you. And now you want to try it with your spouse. You want to try it with another. There is Trick Daddy. Okay, this rapper Trick Daddy. Whoops. Excuse me. I let me get this stuff right. To show you how they condition our men. Conditioning. Trick Daddy come with E BG, eat a booty gang. I don't care whatever booty. A man, eat it. Women, eat it. Whatever that booty is, I will eat it. That's how those guys come up with the eating. Well, don't be shaming this dude. Don't be shaming man. And you have those women, Bridget. Go ahead and perform those things on the men, and the men perform it on the women. And now you have an epidemic of hepatitis A, B, C in the black community. And people are saying, well, hepatitis was when you get it, when, you know, let's see what hepatitis is, okay? How you get it, all right? Again, beloved, I'm sorry. This is very uncomfortable, and I'm not disparaging our people, okay? Let me just show you how this thing is, all right? Or whatever. Okay. How do you, whoops, how do you get it? How do you get hepatitis C? Okay. Transmission, can you guys see this? We'll get into herpes. We'll get into all of this. Okay, we'll tell you why. Thank you, Sister Zidan. When you're on kissing and stuff like that. All right, let's see. Okay, the hepatitis A virus is transmitted primarily by fecal oral route. Fecal oral route. That is when an infected person ingested food or water that has been contaminated with feces or an infected person. See, a lot of our brethren and sisters now, they get down with a man or women just by kissing or performing sexual. You can cut Hep A, C, and D, all of them, just by unprotected contact with them. Doesn't mean they eat that stuff. But because a lot of those women perform those stuff on men, and a lot of those men perform those stuff on other men, you have this thing just getting everybody. You met this person, you keep this person on the lips, the saliva getting yours, your saliva getting it, you have it. You have it. And this thing is ravaging the black community because you got too many of those dudes thinking it's cool, and the women, above all, because they train the women, it's cool to do this. You have this man, you know, having his leg up, and this woman is eating fecal matter from this man. And then when they got this stuff, and then they think like, well, that no, you will get sick from it. Certain things are not kinks, brethren. This is not a kink. Oh, this is some kinky stuff. No, man, this is not a kink, man. That's not a kink. Dressing like a police officer and she dressed like a nurse, those are kinks and stuff. But eating this stuff is not a kink. Beloved, there is a brother of mine. The brother is paranoid. And he's been paranoid like that ever since we were in high school. Because we were doing research. And we find out how bad this thing was, how bad it is. And those people that have this stuff will trick other good people that don't have anything, and then they will lie down with this person and don't tell this person anything, he got that person infected. Beloved, I say this: whoever's out there, when you're doing your dating game, you're clean, whatever, whenever, if you're gonna get down with this person, I'm gonna have to see your record. I'm gonna have to see your record. Because if I don't have anything, I'm wishing you don't have anything too. Let's compare the medical record. Okay, I don't have anything, you don't have anything. Let's get down. A lot of people are liars out there. They lie to you. We talk about this. Remember that young lady that had the herpes virus? She caught it with this dude, this young 14-year-old dude that she was dating. She's young herself. She was 14 at that time. Get tested together. If this person has something, don't shame this person. If it can be cured, let it be cured. But certain one of them can't be cured. by traditional medicine, but we have medicine for all of them. Get it cured, get it treated. Get this stuff together, man. We want to be safe while we are doing this thing. It's a beautiful act. We want to be safe. Conditioning. A lot of our men condition. Well, I used to eat this woman back door at the back door. I'll eat the other men. Now they come up with the fake wartime. This is we are brothers. This is why men don't date anymore. Women don't date women. Conditioning. You're conditioning other men to stay away from women and gather with other men. We are men, red pill, blue pill, black pill. We're against those women out there. We love each other. We only rent oven. It's the conditioning. Now you had a bunch of dudes want to be around other dudes, not to be around other dudes. So they want to learn to be strong men or stuff. No, so they want to stay away from them. Don't mess with women at all because all women are bad. Yeah, the brown, the brown pills, dude. A bunch of dudes like men don't date anymore, and a lot of dudes join them. They don't date women. They join this dude and come to find out they started to feel certain way when they're around those dudes. Dudes are offering you drinks, hugging you. Next thing you know, you get drunk, and then when you wake up, you got a massive pain in your buttocks. Conditioning. You don't go to them and tell them, hey, man, hey, let's do this thing. No, you show them certain things, you conditioning them, you talk to them, you lure them, you lull them, you lullaby your way, and then you get them in. The same thing go for the women. Those are the dudes that talk about bad mouthing women all over. It's not like they have a problem with one woman that X. No, all women are bad. And then you become those dudes' friend and stuff like that. You go hang out with them. They invited you over to their house, and then they take you. They have a huge wrecking ball and wreck your back door. Those dudes enter from the back door with a battery ram. Those dudes are the one that use a bulldozer to get entrance to your house through the back door. Conditioning. They make it look cool. And a lot of youth dream this thing. Hey, man, I'm cool with this, man. It's love, man. Whatever we do in the bedroom and stuff. No. That's not what that is, okay? We are not done with this. Let's take the sister because I forgot about the sister in the thing. Beloved, please go ahead and share with the nation.
Shalom, shalom. You're so funny. You're hilarious. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Brethren. If you can hear the sister, please give us a one. Go ahead.
Okay, just want to touch on the first young lady that came in with their dream. I want to confirm what she said. I had a dream when I was a young woman. And when I had this dream, I was outside. When I was outside, I saw this beam of light that was coming from the heavens. And it was like a long beam of light, not very wide, in circumference, but it was going after people. And when I saw that light, I said, it was very frightening, a brilliant white light. And the people started to try to run, but they could not run from this light. I actually dived under a car and, went past me, didn't touch me. So I just wanted to touch on that. And I also wanted to touch on the young lady that called from Ireland. I was born in England, you know that, right? So I have a lot of things that we can talk about, but not right now. I wanted to read something from a book. It's actually I believe it's in the Nag Hammadi under the Egyptians, and I believe it's in the other Bible as well. If you can find something, his name is Asclepius, and Hermes, aka Enoch, aka has different names, is talking to him about Egypt. Now, there's also a movie that's out. I'm going to see if I can send it to you. And it talks about what I'm about to talk about, how Egypt was run and they only worshiped one God. And that we also had, after Joseph, you had the shepherd kings, which were his brothers. That's never talked about. You don't even really find any information, only a little bit. You may find it in the pillar of fire. You may have a little sentence in there. And anyway, this is Hermes, aka Enoch, talking to Asclepius, and he talks about the land of Egypt. Now, Egypt is the mother of Egypt is supposed to be on this land, and the other one is on the other land, right? That small area. So it says, this is Asclepius. It says, in an ancient fragment accredited to Hermes, but by some supported to have been written by Asclepius. Anyway, this is Hermes. He's having a dialogue with him. He says, "Are you ignorant, O Asclepius, that Egypt is the image of heaven, or, which is more true, a translation and descent of everything which is governed and exercised in heaven? And if it may be said, our land is truly the temple of the whole world." Now, what I'm reading from is there's a lot more. It's a natural prophecy that tells you what's going to happen to Egypt, where we worship of one God, right? And I believe Dia, Israel, goes into that part of it a lot more. And it tells you how we did worship. There is a movie that shows you that. We had the one God, and what they did was they destroyed everybody. And that's what this talks about. So it's in a book called The Phoenix by Manly P. Hall. And you can also find it in the Nag Hammadi. If I'm not, I'll get the information for you. I think it's in more than one book, the Nag Hammadi, and also the other Bible. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I have much more to talk about, but I think this is very important. All right, take care.
Thank you,
Shalom.
beloved. Shalom. All right. Thank you, beloved. Shalom. Thank you for bringing connection to what the dream both of the sisters got, because everything that we are talking about, beloved, are connected. Everything are connected. Everything that we're saying here is not just random. People don't have any idea they're all connected. Now, let me put an end to this whole thing. Beloved, let me say something very clear here. I am not bad mouthing or bringing down all people that have certain disease, some such as infection, STD, STI. It affected everyone. Everyone that it can affected everyone. Okay, this is not something to make you feel bad about yourself. This is a warning to all people out there. Things out there, people are not doing regular stuff that you thought you when you were in high school or when you were in college were doing. Things are not the same way. I witnessed primary source sitting talking to a young lady and she's describing doing this stuff, like they all cheer it and like, well, I can't wait to try it too. This is not the same thing. The people now, they have a different mindset than yours. The mindset is completely alien. Whatever that you thought that was disgusting is good for them now. I've met what you're calling dykes or stud that trying to get back to men because the stuff that they're experiencing from those women, they're not into it. They're not into this disgusting peeing and drinking the copophobia. They're not into it, and that's what all those other women want to do. It scared them. They are drawing. They're like, yo, no, I don't. I can't eat this stuff. Okay, I'm not telling all people, stuff like that. But let me close with this, okay, and then we'll move to others. It's just so much out there. I envy so-called senior citizen. I'm like, man, why couldn't I born in the 40s and the 60s so I wouldn't have to deal with this nonsense? People that are very old and they don't know about things that are certain things. I don't wish to bring it here because it will cause more harm than good. It will traumatize you. You would have thought, like, wait a minute, Big Levi must have made this thing up until you Google it and then you realize what this thing is. Oh no, oh hell no. And beloved, let me tell you this. This is not things all those people that are ugly women or ugly men are doing. You got the most beautiful, the most prettiest girls out there. That's all they are doing. Okay. Let me close with that. All right. Let me share this with the nation. And we don't want to shame people because a lot of this stuff happened to affected people. Okay. Let me share this with the nation right quick. Hmm. Okay. You see this guy? You see this dude? Okay. The name of Baal figure is a co-opted co-option of the biblical name Baal Peor, the god of the Moabites, so to speak. Okay. And in Kabbalah, Baal figure is a demon who helps people make discoveries in esoteric tradition. He can lure people towards immortality and laziness, tempting them with idle pleasure. Okay, in the book of Solomon, they told you exactly what this guy does. Okay, so this dude, the name Baal just mean Lord, or like a great Lord. That has nothing to do with demonic name, okay? But the practice of this dude is literally that practice. He's the guy that is over this, okay? People just let this dude over him, okay? And kiss, when you meet this guy, he made you kiss him beneath his tail, okay? So that's what those people are doing. But the name Baal, okay, has nothing, it just means Lord. It's just a title, okay, just a title. That's what that is. But that's, no, that has nothing to do with the actual name, okay. Oh, let's say we got one call. Yes, beloved. Hello.
I am so sorry, but I have to make mention of that particular demon.
Yes.
Okay? Most High is putting me through things. I asked him when I was a while back, I said, I want to have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and great discernment. The Most High has allowed me, I told you I was separated from my husband. Happened to find out that my husband was doing all kinds of things that we didn't know. One of them in particular, he didn't ever like to flush the toilet. So this demon was in my house. Okay? Let me tell you how bad it was. That his sister wouldn't flush the toilet, and when she flushed it, it all went to the ceiling. She asked him to come and wash it. I was not there, but I knew about it. My thing is that these things are pretty real. Now, if you start seeing your bathroom get dirty for no reason, you turn around, you clean it a million times for the day, and it's still dirty, you need to stay away from those things because these things are real. These demons are real, and we've been having to fight. What do you call it? Fallen in our house, and the Most High has given us the names of them: Beelzebub and Icarus and one other. Okay, so when you attach yourself, another friend of mine, her husband, he's still online. I'm going to see if I can find that video, but he had some primary sources telling you what happens when you with certain people or when you just willy-nilly go around. You actually, if you are going to be intimate with that person, that part of that person's DNA actually attaches to yours. And you need to not to be doing those things. I mean, we've all done things in our lifetime, but that demon, my dear, what he's showing you online is real. Okay? We've seen the filth and everything on your walls, all kinds of things will happen. Okay, so I just wanted to give that to the nation. I don't know why the Most High is putting me through it, but I know He's putting us through hell. But we are learning, and we're not, in the beginning crying and carrying on and all that stuff. Although the Most High came and set the barrier into the house, and we saw her, two people, we looked at each other and said, "Do you see what I'm seeing?" So I'm just saying, these things are real. That in particular, that demon's very nasty. Okay,
Yes,
all
I
praises
remember.
to the Most High.
Yeah, I remember the time when you were going through this. It was
Oh my
disgusting.
God,
It was
what?
very the photos,
What you
the
telling me?
action. It was bad. It was, people think this is, we
Yeah.
are making this up,
It's
but no.
terrible.
Yeah,
It's
this thing.
absolutely awful. It's
Yes,
the
it
most
is.
awful thing you could possibly go through. Awful, awful,
Awful
awful,
thing.
awful, awful. You'll have devils trying to go into your belly to go and eat your food while you're
Yes,
sleeping.
yes,
Okay? You'll have
yes.
them doing all sorts of things. So I know the Most High. And one day I said, he walked past me and I was complaining. He says, "Well, didn't you ask for this?" And I says, "Yes." I said, "Okay, just tone it down a little bit." And I get it. I get it. So, in the interim, you really need to, as you are growing with the Most High and you're learning with the Most High, and He wants to separate you, you must do these things. You must be cognizant of what's happening. Of course, it gets very horrible, and you brought down to a particular um, level, but we have to remember the Most High said we were going to be on the earth dead for 3.5 days, right? 350 years plus, right? He said that. But he also left us lots of information that we can go forward with because we have to have ourselves cleansed and not be in the way of when he sends the hunters after us or after the world, because I've seen that as well. You know, the hunters, a group of women being chased by two different groups of men that you really can't see their face. You are actually running with these women. They come to a gorge, and on the other side of the gorge is the hunters, and behind them are the hunters. Men playing what we think are video games in their homes, and the hunters are behind them, and they can't see them. But you're in the view of, you know, they're playing the game on the computer or looking at a television, and you're looking at them from the television, so you can see what's happening. There's lots of different things that are going to go on, but we have to be careful as we're going forward with what the Most High is trying to have us go through, so we can learn who we truly are and where we're coming from. Because we can't go up to the Most High, you know, or He can't cleanse us, and we expect, you know, we're at this part of our life here with the Most High, learning things that we're just going to just go up to the heavenly realm and it's going to be a-okay. It's not. He's going to put us through hell also.
Yes, that's true. Thank you, beloved, for
Okay,
sharing
you're
this with
welcome.
us. All
I
right.
hope that helps someone.
It
All
does.
praises to the Most High.
Shalom. All right. Now, again, beloved, like we say, it's a spirit, okay? And this spirit is heavy upon people out there. It's very heavy. Don't take this thing as a joke. It's very heavy. For my single brothers, my single sisters out there, be very careful. Be very careful. I'm sorry, but be very careful. See, others won't telling you this. Oh, well, get as much money you can get and go out there and break houses and then enter those bakery. A lot of them are dumpster cookies. You really don't want to mess with them, okay? It's a very bad spirit. Okay, beloved, it's 1:34. It's already one. We're already 1 hour. We're 13 minutes past our thing. Should we keep on moving, beloved? Should we keep on moving? Should we keep on moving? Is the nation all right? Should we keep on moving? Yeah, dumpster cookies and dumpster sausages. You don't need to do this. All right. Now, beloved, since we are discussing this a very uncomfortable issue, again, I already closed with this, but beloved, certain practice is not yours. When you're Jew and Gentile, especially if you're Gentiles out there, when you're listening to us, you don't get involved with this practice. If the husband wants you to do this, tell him you don't do that anymore. If the wife wants you to do it, I don't. Boyfriend, girlfriend, this one night stand, you don't get involved with things. Now, brethren, maxim and reflection. Which one of you are download maxim and reflection? Did you have a chance to look at it? You have looked at it? Okay, not yet, not yet. But download it, beloved. Okay, download it. Oh, just for reference, we might remove Charlie's book, okay? Because I find out there are certain guideline. If I violated them, especially with Charlie's book, they might do stuff unto me. So in the next few hours, I'm going to remove Charlie's book just for our protection, because people always you share this book, you're doing things out there and stuff like that. You're doing and stuff like that. Okay, all right. I'm going to remove Charlie's book. Okay, all right, Bridget. Maxim and reflection. A man often believes himself leader when he is led, as his mind endeavors to reach one goal. His heart insensibly drags him towards another. Ponder and reflection and meditation upon this. Strength and weakness of mind are misnamed. They are really only the good or happy arrangement of our bodily organs. reflection, ponder, and meditation. The caprice of our temper is even more whimsical than our of a fortune. Maxim 45. The attachment or indifference which philosophers have shown to life is only the style of their self love. About which we can no more dispute than of that of the palette of the choice of colors. Like we said, beloved, self-love is the greatest flatterers on earth. If you do not have self-love, you won't have knowledge of oneself, and you won't have any knowledge or more. A lot of the people we are conditioning to love others more than ourselves, to love everyone else than ourselves. We're out there looking for love, or I want this man, or I want this woman, I want this, that. What about yourself? Self love. Start showing it to yourself first. Our temper sets a price upon every gift that we receive from fortune. Again, we talk about it, beloved. If you have a temper, you get angry pretty easily. Work on that. Work on that, because certain things will really get on your nerve. But don't let little things, minor things, you driving, this dude cut you off, and then or this guy in front of you taking its time. Don't let that bother you. Happiness is in the taste and not in the things themselves. We are happy from possessing what we like, not from possessing what others like. This is, look, let me say this. Okay. Maxim 48. Happiness is in the taste and not in the things themselves. We are happy from possessing what we like, not from possessing what others like. Happiness is indeed in the taste, is in what we like, not what others like. A lot of you get things to please other people. You bought stuff because other people like it, and you want to impress them, so they will, and another, so they will like you too. People nowadays are buying things because people like it. It's a la mode. Oh, people are getting Range Rover. I'm getting one too. People are doing these things on the internet. I'm getting one too. They like it. I'll get it. Or hopefully they come to my video and like and subscribe. Happiness is in the thing you like, not what the others like. Stop doing things to please people. Stop getting things to please people. Give me a second. Oh boy, I got like 20 more money. 20 more minutes. I say 20 more money. We are never so happy or so unhappy as we suppose. Those who think they have merit persuade themselves that they are honored by being unhappy, in order to persuade others and themselves that they are worthy of to be the butt of fortune. Maxim 50. Nothing should so much diminish the satisfaction which we felt, which we feel with ourselves, as seeing that we disapprove at one time, or that which we approve at another. Maxim 51. Whatever difference there appears in our fortunes, there is nevertheless a certain compensation of good and evil which render them equal. Equilibrium, balance. That is the truth. Yes, thank you, Sister Wormy. Maxima, a statement expressing a rule or conduct or truth. Live by maxim, man, and reflect upon them. Whatever great advantages nature may give, it is not she alone, but fortune also that makes the hero. The contempt of riches and philosophers was only hidden desire to avenge their merit upon the injustice of fortune. by despising the very goods of which fortune had deprived them. It was a secret to guard themselves against the degradation of poverty. It was a back way by which to arrive at that distinction which they could not gain by riches. Reflect upon that. This is the description of those high value fellows out there. The hate of favorites is only a love of favor. The envy of not possessing it consoles and softens its regrets by the contempt it evinces for those who possess it. And we refuse them our homage, not being able to detract from them what attracts that of the rest of the world. To establish ourselves in the world, we do everything to appear as we were established. Care to elaborate? Let me say this again. Maxims 56. To establish ourselves in the world, we do everything to appear as if we were established. To establish ourselves in the world, we do everything to appear as if we were already established. Another word, certain people want it to be, let's say, rich. They want to be established as being wealthy. But in order for this, thank you, Sister Barbara, putting on a facade, putting on that mask, $10,000 bling bling chain, $50,000 Gucci Rolex, this Lambo that you rent, and you establish, you are, thank you, that's the word, faking it till you making it. You got a lot of people that are in deep debt. They look rich though, but they are drowning in debt. When you look at those people, say, man, this guy, this family, this girl, this woman, this man, he is established. They are established because they appear to be, up until you dig further, you dig deeper, you go farther, and then you realize they are not only unestablished, they were fake. Maxim and reflection, reflect and think, ponder and meditation upon this matter. We got another 10 to 15 minutes to go. Although men flatter themselves with their great actions, they are not so often the result of a great design as of chance. Maxim 57. It would seem that our actions have lucky or unlucky stars to which they owe a great part of the blame or praise which is given them. Maxim 58. There are no accidents so unfortunate from which skillful men will not draw some advantage, nor ay, ay, ay. Nor so fortunate that foolish men will not turn themselves to their hurt. Maxim 59. Fortune turns all things to the advantage of those whom she smiles. That is the truth. But if fortune turns the advantages to those who she smiles upon, but unfortunate get angry or bring their frown upon those that she doesn't smile at. You see, when the unfortunate frown at you, all sort of things happen to you. All sort of, your car broke down, your hours reduced, you got fired, you got hurt, you get into accidents, stuff like that. But when fortune smiles at you, she'll bring all the advantages on you. You get that good job, get that promotion, that business make this money, you get that husband, get that, that. In other words, the blessing smile at you and she will bring the advantage. But when she frown at you, she'll bring the disadvantage. Great glory, great glory. Fortune turns all things to the advantage of those who she smiles. The happiness or unhappiness of men depends no less upon their dispositions than their fortunes. Maxim 61. Sincerity is an openness of heart. We find it in a very few people. What we usually see is only an artful dissimulation to win the confidence of others. Maxim 62. Care to elaborate? You can call, you can type, you can email. Sincerity is an openness of heart. We find it in very few people. What we usually see is only an artful dissimulation to win the confidence of others. Thank you, Sister Copper. The fake donkeys out there, the narcissist. In other words, it says honesty is when you uncover your heart, when you tell the truth, when you are honest person. And you find that in very few people. In very few people. The thing that you mostly see is just an artful dissimulation, which means a feint, a stratagem. Okay, a feint, a pretense. It's a pretense for them to get to you. It's a pretend. It's a subterfuge to get to others. Which means another way, they cover the heart, but they will smile in your face. Once you let them in, and then they'll do what they did all the time and leave. Sincerity is an openness of heart. We find it in a very few people. What we usually see is only an artful dissimulation to win the confidence to others. Yes, most people aren't authentic. They are not real. In the hood, they say only real recognize real. All right? The aversion to lying is often a hidden ambition to render our words credible and weighty and to attach a religion aspect to our conversation. Maxim 63. Truth does not do as much good in the world as it counterfeits do evils. Ain't that the truth? Maxim 64. Truth does not do as much good in the world as it counterfeits do evil. Care to elaborate? Care to ponder and reflect upon this matter? Anyone? The truth does not do as much good as its counterpart do as much evil. Beloved, when you look at our truth in general, don't do as much good. You think when you're telling the truth, you're doing a lot of good. You think, wow, I'm doing so much good. When the counterpart lies, is doing much more evil than the truth. One lie can destroy an entire planet. One truth can barely save that planet. Yes, truth is considered stranger than fiction. Truth doesn't have that much of I would say a physical effect when you tell the truth. Not that much. There are some good, but are not as bad when you tell the lie. And the evil you did with this lie can destroy an entire nation, an entire planet. The truth don't do that much. When you weight them together, lies have more damage than truth. That is in this world, of course. There is no praise we have not lavished upon prudence, and yet she cannot assure to us the most trifling event. A clever man ought to so regulate his interest that each will fall and do order. Our greediness so often troubles us, making us run after so many things that at the same time, that while we ought to eagerly look after the least, we miss the greatest. Our greediness so often troubles us, making us run after so many things at the same time that while we too eagerly look after the least, we miss the greatest. That's like chasing two rabbits or try to kill two birds at one with one stone. Just try to doing everything at once. Everything that you try to do, a bunch of little things. When the greatest thing you miss it. You could have just focused the one greatest thing and have it. But you after this, or you after that, then you miss the greatest. What grace is to the body, good sense is to the mind. Yes. It is difficult to define love. All we can say is that in the soul, it is a desire to rule. In the mind, it is a sympathy. And in the body, it is a hidden and delicate wish to possess what we love, plus many mysteries. Beloved brothers and sisters, we'll stop here for today with the maxim and reflection. Tomorrow, in our fourth day, we will come back. I will see you tonight on the lesson and also on the Esau's trouble. Give the mighty one great praise, great glory. Give the mighty one great praise, great glory. Thank you, brethren, for being with us today. Thank you for joining us today. It was a pleasure to be with you. Thank you to the moderators. I believe Sister Beverly Heron made a donation in the beginning of the podcast. Thank you, beloved sister, for giving unto the nation. Thank you for all the callers that called and shared their knowledge within us. To all the other brothers and sisters out there, we are not here to shame you. We are here to learn with you. I, Big Levi, personally, I am a perpetual student. I always learn, always will learn. Yea, whatever that I learn, I share it with the nation. I mean, what I think is good, I share it with the nation. But a lot of the stuff, I don't share it unless somebody bring it, then I share it. Okay. So, beloved, we had a great time. Okay. We had a beautiful gathering indeed. All right. We love you. We love each other. We love the nation. Keep the fast going. Keep the energy going, beloved. We'll see you in the lesson tonight only on Patreon, pay members only at 8:30 p.m. We'll spend 30 minutes enjoying our time. Then we'll have the Esau's trouble. Esau's trouble should be scheduled at 9:15 or 9:30. Shalom. Great glory to the mighty one.